downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Ford Field. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
52 Blaster. 6, Mega.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here. So take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. York able to send this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man here is Conklin. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
On the jump.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They run once more with Taylor. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Black shot. Red, yellow. Ready?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Let's go. Right, 97.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up. 10.
2nd and 5 now. Tua. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. In motion left goes Boyd. From the 29, Tua steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Block it in motion right. Here's Tua. Going for it all. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, right, said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. York able to send this one through. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. It's Hill, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Check pass. Check pass.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. Third and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Hurts will throw. That's caught. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Lions.
And again, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. First down Lions on the pickup of 13.
That's good for the Lions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 47.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss.
Looking to pass. Tua.
3rd and 10.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. A give. This is Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Foreman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready?
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No return here for Homer. It's a touchback, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That second down play, that's a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Tua to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Connecting with Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Tua. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Tua. seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going, and we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Nice run defense presented there. And what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Ultra.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Drill, 52. Yellow. Ready?
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Touchdown, Detroit. Taysom Hill, 32 yards. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a give to Taylor. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Hurt sets up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Tua. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock it on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That is caught. It's Williams. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Travis Homer. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No return here for Homer. It's a touchback, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He completes this to Russell Gage. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the game. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. That's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
At the 46-yard line.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Chubb will get the call running left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Got his man. It's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe